Hi, my name is Christina and I'm here with
Hannah.
Welcome to the show.
When we look at women empowerment, some people look at just being a big boss in an office. It starts from your home.
Yeah.
You have to be role model to your children.
Yeah.
You know, by so doing, it stops. You know, there's good moral instruction.
Nothing good comes easy.
No.
Especially over here. You have to start from stage one.
Yeah.
And by the time you know it, you're there.
Yeah.
It's not going to be easy, especially when you're a career mom with kids over here. When I see career mom doing well, honestly, I do give them a lot of praise because it's not easy.
Yeah. No, it's not.
Kind of talk about things that we can't talk about easily. We have to really be honest with ourselves and begin to speak about those things that are not spoken.
Hi, my name is Christina.
And I'm Hannah.
Welcome to the Minas Dolls talk show.
We're joined by our first guest, G-Class of G-Class Entertainment. Hi, Gladys, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine, thank you.
Good, lovely to see you.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
So our first question for you today. You popularly known as G-Class. All your business are brand G-Class. So where does this name come from?
Everybody always asks that question. People want to know what G-Class is all about. My name is Gladys, so it's easy to link it with Gladys and class. So number one is Gladys, and I believe in God. G is for God as well. So I actually stepped my bar right there because I believe in doing something, do it good, to maintain a class from the start, to make that mark. So that's where G-Class comes from. When I want to do something, I do it, or I don't like it, classy all the way.
Yeah,
all the time.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And obviously, alongside an academic background, you've also, conquered the entertainment world, especially in Nollywood. So can you tell us a little bit about your former projects that you're most proud of and what you're currently doing?
Yeah, as you just rightly said, I've done quite a bit to add to the entertainment industry, Nollywood, African industry, because I come from Cameroon and I work a lot in collaboration with Nollywood.
Yeah.
Nollywood is like our mother industry, so and more people identify me more with Nollywood.
Yeah.
But I still actually do a lot of projects with Cameroonians to actually encourage them and bring them into the mainstream, into Nollywood.
Yeah.
That's what I actually do.
To nurture them, encourage creativity, bring out talents, make them see the good side of entertainment.
Yeah.
So that's what I've actually done. Actually go right to the suburbs to bring out those raw talents. In Africa, we are gifted with different talents, and Cameroon is still just starting to creep into the entertainment industry and well balanced into Nollywood and in African industry, but it cannot just be myself. So I actually have that drive, and I've done a lot in actually sounding the importance of being creative, bringing the creative mind, of doing what you like to do best. Stand as that role model where people can say that, okay, if G-Class has done this well up to this extent, I can also try and emulate. So that's what I've actually done. I'm like an ambassador of my culture first, telling our culture on the big screen, which is the movie production, as well as encourage those little talents. We have writers who've been hiding around there. We have people who have that talent of acting, but they look at it, I'm like, this mighty industry. The entertainment industry is vast, it's big.
Oh, yeah.
And people are like, I'm going to get lost there. But if they see a hand that can say that, I will hold your hand, it's all good. It's bumpy, it's not that smooth, but if there's somebody that will say that, yes, it's rough, but we can do it together, encourages people to come out with their creative minds.
Yeah. So for our viewers, obviously this is a women empowerment talk show. What words would you have in terms of empowering women, especially from the likes of Cameroon?
Yeah, we are very lucky in England here. We are women, their voice are being heard. They are supported to be who they want to be, what they would like to do. There are so many, encourage them to do that. Why in Africa and in Cameroon, it's different.
Yeah.
Their women still believe that, or the men still believe that they have to be the men, and women have to stay at home. Women still don't work. Women drop out of school. People don't send their girl child to school. The girl is looked at as a servant and things like that. Yeah, for childbirth and every other thing. But gradually, I would say, to an extent, it's gradually changing. Because we actually, another thing that I do is I organize a ladies' purple night. The next one is coming up 30th of June. What is it all about? It's to try and encourage women to identify who they are.
Okay, yeah.
And to encourage them to know that they can be who they want to be. You know, and to make them see that everybody is unique. Everybody has something, every woman has something, but together we rock the world. So to encourage women that some of us, especially who've left Cameroon and we are in the UK or America, we have studied, we have seen it all, we have been empowered, is to take that little percent back to Cameroon, which is what I am doing, to tell the women that you're special, you have it all. If you look at the percentage, we have more women than men.
Okay.
So if women are not empowered to do things, meaning we will not grow.
Yeah.
Even the economy in Africa will be stagnant.
That's it,
because we have a bigger percentage of people who are not doing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is the kind of message that I, in particular, our G-Class Entertainment or G-Class Foundation, that's what we do. Try to make the women know that everybody has something. Yes, we should respect the men, because even the Bible, the man is the head of the home.
Yeah.
We should respect the men. At the same time, stop being lazy.
Yeah.
We have passed that age where women believe that they need to maybe sleep with a man, prostitute, or they need to serve a man, they can be directors, they can be governors, they can be in the parliament. That age is gradually going away. We still have a long, we still have some time to get there.
Yeah.
But in our own little bubble, we should be encouraging, which is what I'm doing, encouraging women that even if you want to do your own business, brand it in a way that they will be like, wow, this business is run by a woman. It's not just a woman being at home, but a woman entrepreneur, a woman boss, in a good way, not in an arrogant way. So, and it's working. People are starting to women are starting to look at themselves like, I've got it, I can do it.
And there's a lot more women role models in higher places now and
Yes.
things like that. Our UK Prime Minister, obviously, Theresa May, women role models are more prevalent now.
Yeah, and in Cameroon, we have parliamentarians who are women now.
Wow, that's
good. Which is a giant step.
Yeah.
Just like here as well. So that's my drive. I really have this thing in me that I believe that we cannot change the world, but if I can encourage one woman to know that they are valued, they are important, they can do it, they are a good example to their community and their children. Because when we look at women empowerment, some people look at just being a big boss in an office. It starts from your home. You have to be role model to your children. By so doing, it stops. There's good moral instruction. You make them feel valued and empowered. It stops crime, and it gives our women something to do. Something to think about. Because if somebody says you've got something special, you start thinking, okay, maybe this thing that I'm thinking that I'm a hairdresser, I can be a good one in that. So that is what I do as a woman. And we keep doing that.
Brilliant.
Gradually, we can change our own little bubble. We change one will change
and
two,
the next,
and the next, and the next, just like that. Yeah.
Join us after the break where we continue conversation with G-Class.
Welcome back to the Minas Dolls Talk Show. We're still joined with G-Class. So you're the president of the CAFA Awards, Cameroon CAFA Award. Can you tell us more about?
The CAFA's Award is an entertainment platform where we give everybody a chance. We celebrate talents. It's a platform where we celebrate talents. We nurture and encourage Africans who've been in the industry. It started with just Cameroonians for the start, because Cameroonians, like I said, were like baby in the industry, still creeping into the industry. I started and I was like, okay, what can I do? How can I celebrate what those who've been in the industry? How can I bring and encourage others to network and learn from those who have been in the industry? So I actually started with Cameroon film industry, and now it has progressed to CAFA's Cameroon Academy African Film Award, where it's a platform where we encourage all filmmakers, everybody in the entertainment industry, actors, writers, producers, directors, to come together and celebrate the work, what they are doing in the industry. Because sometimes we just work and work and work. But when you know that there's a platform, there's a group of people, there's somebody who really see what you are doing and say, thank you, we see what you do. It encourages you to do more, to study, to learn, to want to be the best. Because it's a platform where we appreciate, towards the end of the year, we appreciate and recognize those who've been there for a long time, who started, and those who have joined the industry. We encourage you to do more. And those who are doing really well, we applaud you to say, we see what you are doing, keep doing your best, keep doing it, we see what you're doing. You know, and it's a platform as well to expose talents. For the world to see that, oh, hey, this person is doing really well here.
So it promotes people as well, celebrating the industry.
To promote and celebrate and encourage, bring out talents. It's a platform where older people can see that, okay, there's something happening in the industry. I want to join the industry. I want to be the best. You know, it's a platform where at the end of the day, we network and party as well. You know, it's not only on set, you meet somebody, action, no. It's a party where you can be like, oh, wow, you look glam. It's, you know, it's a show and business.
And for networking as well.
Yes.
And is it yearly?
Yes, it's a yearly thing. Like this year, it will be on the 13th of October.
Brilliant.
So it's a platform where you walk the red carpet looking glamorous, you share some ideas, and you know, you see people differently, you know, as well as network and like, ooh, okay, I would like to be like G-Class, you know, and how do you work hard to that extent? Because we have recognition award, we have legendary awards, we have normal awards in different categories. It's a platform where like other African countries who are just baby in the entertainment industry, they make their mark, they put their steps on the platform of on the world platform in the industry as well as relax and celebrate and enjoy yourself.
Enjoy it, quite right. So our topic for this episode is in regards to sort of what you touched upon a little bit earlier, which is, you know, women being able to strike a work-life balance. Obviously, in this day and age, it's about, you know, having the best career, a family, maintaining your relationship, social occasions, etc. So what advice do you have, or what's your opinion on how women can best strike a work-life balance?
It's kind of difficult and not difficult at the same time. How to strike a work, you see, there's a lot happening now in our community, which brings us back to, from the start, women. Sometimes we just work and work and work, and you forget that you have a responsibility to your family, to your home. And you don't check what your children are doing, and you don't know what friends, where they hang out, how they are faring in school. All you know is work. And these children, it affects them. They become lonely, they join the wrong crowd, and they end up with crime. There's a lot of knifing now around the place from children. And this is just because we don't know how to balance work and family. And this is the time where we are crying out to women that as much as it's good to go out there and look for greener pastures, fend for your family, this is that time where you step back and spend quality time with your family. Hold their hands and pray. Check your children. Look at where were you today? Look at their bags. If you see a new trainer, you want to find out, where did this money come from? How did you get this thing?
Keep on top of everything.
Keep on top of everything. Who is this your friend? In our own time, if you come home with a friend, they want to find out their parents, where they come from, what they do, where they are living. We have to go back to that time where we care genuinely for our children and our husbands as well. You know, that time where you can actually say, darling, go and come back well, where you actually teach moral instruction by example.
Nurture the home.
Nurture,
as
where you
work, yeah.
actually show love to yourself and your family.
Yeah.
You know, that time where yourself as a woman, when is the last time you actually relaxed?
That's it.
And watch TV and just have a glass of something, it could be water,
Yeah.
juice,
Yeah.
and just have a laugh? When is the last time you just decided to be naughty, just roll on the floor and play with your husband?
Yeah.
We are losing all of that
Yeah.
now. And it's causing that, there's that gap, you know, and there's a lot of emptiness and anger and lust amongst our children and even homes. If you look at it, there's a lot of single women. There's a lot of divorce cases around. You see educated, God-fearing, beautiful, every characteristic, but people are not getting married because even the men are confused. You know, it's about out there, work, what is happening, but let's come back home.
Yeah, there's so much
we
pressure,
have
it's
to
carrying
strike
everyone
that
away.
balance, yes. Let's come back home and look at what was working before. And I kind of believe that
Yeah.
it's family unity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's love in the home. It's making the children, yourself and your husband feel valued and loved.
Yeah.
Where you can talk, where you can talk about what happened at work, how
Yeah.
differently you can look at things, where you can step back and really pour out that love into your own home.
Yeah,
You know, and when you are happy in the house.
That's a
very
very inspiring.
Yeah.
I know, a nice take on it. Very interesting.
Yeah,
So
when you're happy
lovely
in the house,
speaking
you'll be
to
happy outside.
you. Exactly, yeah.
Okay,
Definitely.
it was nice having you.
Thank you so much. It was
you.
lovely to meet you.
Thank you very much.
We're gonna go for a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be joined by our second guest, Juliet. Don't
Take
go
care.
anywhere. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to the Minas Dolls talk show. We're now joined by our second guest, Juliet Okoye, international speaker and author. Hi Juliet, how are you?
I'm very well.
It's lovely to see you. Thanks for coming.
Thank you very much for having me.
Not at all.
So you have a nursing and a health care career background. Can you tell us a little bit more about your nursing and healthcare background?
Okay, I qualified as a nurse in 2000. This is about 18 years ago.
Okay.
And since then, I've done different things. At the moment, I'm no longer hands-on nurse per se.
Why?
Because I'm now doing management and I'm doing more administrative work. And also, I'm actually a lead on what we call personal health budget.
Okay.
Yeah, which is newly introduced to the NHS. So I'm one of the leaders in this area in my place of work at the moment.
Brilliant.
Yes.
So that's a new project that they're doing.
Yes, it is a new post rather than a
brilliant.
project.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lovely.
You've written a book called The Mount Moriah. The book inspired readers with teaching from the Bible. Can you tell us more about the book, what it's about, and the inspiration behind you writing the book?
Mount Moriah is a book that came to me. It was because I believe that God can speak to people. So I believe that God told me to really write this book. But when he told me to write the book, I wasn't free. I was involved with different things. I was doing different projects until he finally sat me down to write this book. So this book is really inspired by God. It is a story. I started with a story about Abraham in the Bible. Abraham was told to go and sacrifice his son, Isaac, his only son. Remember, his only son, to go and sacrifice him, and it was a test by God. God wanted to test him, and Abraham obeyed. The word there is obedience. So, if you look at the obedience of Abraham, is what God wants us to want us to emulate at this time. How do we obey God? Even in the midst of difficulties, in the midst of things not making sense. How can someone tell you to go and sacrifice your only son, and you've already been told that this child is a child of promise, and you're going to be a father of many nations? Now, if this child dies, what are you going to do? But Abraham did not ask any questions. He took Isaac, went to the altar. He was about to sacrifice Isaac, and lo and behold, God said to him, do not kill your child. I've got a sacrifice in place for you. And then Abraham just untied Isaac, took the sacrifice and sacrificed unto the Lord. And from that moment, his friendship was struck. It was a test for him. And God says to him, do not kill your child. Now I know that you love me. Now I know that you can do anything for me. Now I can trust you. I can trust you for what I have told, what I have in place for you, for a destiny, for many nations. I can put in your hand things that is so precious to me. And so the lamb was provided, and that was used in place of Isaac. And the friendship started. The book now kind of went into obedience. How are we sacrificing? How are we sacrificing even at this moment?
To God.
To God. And some of the things that we are going through is actually a sacrifice. When we cry in our deeper moments, it's a sacrifice. When we are in grief, when we're grieving, when we are sorrowful, when we are being maltreated, when we're being betrayed, it can be a form of sacrifice. Whatever we're going through at the moment, loneliness, those things, that really affect our innermost beings can be a sacrifice unto God. And God has provided a lot of provisions. He has got a lot of things for us to work with. He's got His word. He's got his son Jesus, and he's got so many provisions available to us: grace, faith, mercy, all of those things, prayer, the word of God, for us to use as a provision to actually
reconnect with Him,
to reconnect with Him, and also to have what we ask for or what we need at a particular point in time.
Because do you think your book would help people who maybe feel unconnected to feel connected to God through the stories that you're
Absolutely. It's actually kind of to make people aware and to remind people, and also to take us back to our basis again. Abraham is a long story, it's a long-time story, it's a very old story in the Bible. But, that story can teach us a lot of things which we can use this very day, at this present time.
And just bring it into our lives day to day.
Yeah, it's to inspire a lot of people as well, to inspire women, because in that book I used my own personal stories, my struggles as a single parent, losing everything and also having to start all over again. The cries, the tears, those pains and all those things that I have to go through. I explain it in the book, briefly, to help us to understand those innermost things that really affect us.
And it makes it relatable for the reader as well, to understand where you were in a position and to where you are now.
Absolutely.
So, as well as being an author, you're also an international speaker. How do you sort of motivate and inspire people through speaking? How does that, how did you come to find that as a career path?
I didn't actually realize that my story can affect people. I didn't realize that my story can help people, inspire people, until one day somebody called me in a women's, it was a women forum. And I said, oh, Juliet, could you please just say something? Just say something. And I started by using my own story, a little bit of my story, because my story is very long, I used a little clip of my story. And when I started talking about my story and relating it to women and how we can be empowered, and also how we can learn from our story. How we can learn from our story. People were inspired. Some people started crying. Some women, they were in tears. And some women said, oh, I'm actually talking about them. So that's actually kind of gave me an inspiration. Oh, so my story can inspire others. So I can bring change in people's life from my story. And this is how I became a speaker. People started calling me. I began to speak, at different forums, especially women forums. And recently I've just been to South Africa. I just came back from South Africa in April, where I had a Mount Moriah conference, where we now gather every year. It's going to be a yearly thing now, where we all gather in different aspects of the world. So next year is going to be South Africa. The following year is probably going to be in Nigeria, and the other one we're looking at the United Kingdom. So it's kind of inspired me to start something like this, to bring women together, not just women, everybody, together. And we kind of talk about things that we can't talk about easily. We have to really be honest with ourselves and begin to speak about those things that are not spoken.
We're going to take a short break, but we'll be joined back with Juliet. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to the Minas Dolls talk show. We're still joined by Juliet. So Juliet, when you say your story, can you tell us a little bit of this story that is so inspiring?
Inspiring to the women that you speak to.
Well, I'm a woman that have gone through traumatic times in life. I remember years ago when I had my partner. I don't want to mention any people's names here in this forum, but my partner was was kind of having different affairs and things like that, and the pain that I had to go through as a woman during those times. And as a woman as well, I've been a single parent. I was a single parent for a long time. I'm kind of looking after 2, then 3 children by myself. So it is a time of testing. Is a time when your faith is tested. I've been through lack when I can't even pay my bills. I've been through a lot of things where I couldn't even get promoted in my place of work. I have to really struggle, work harder. And I've also handled a lot of things at different times, studying, working full time, looking after children, as a single mother, So there are times have taught me so many lessons.
Well done.
And those are the lessons that I share with people whenever I meet them or whenever I have the opportunity. And I feel that whenever I do this, it inspires many and it also touches people, because
there is a lot of women who go through the
same thing, so they can relate to that.
But they can also then be inspired that they can achieve what they still want to achieve.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So that takes us on actually nicely to our topic for this episode. So our topic is in regards to, the balance in a woman's life. Is it possible for a woman to strike a work-life balance, with the pressure of having to have a great career, look after the family home, your partner, maintain social relationships? So does something have to give, or is it achievable to be able to strike the balance?
Well, everyone is different. Everyone is different. It depends on how you manage things. It depends. People are talented in some people are talented in it. Some people are gifted in it. Some people have got to learn. I had to learn to strike the balance. I had to learn how to manage everything, because even before I was going through what I was going through, I didn't see any person that was going through the same thing to learn from or to be inspired. So I had to strike that. I had to learn that myself. Can you get the balance right? Yes, you can. It's about prioritizing what is important to you. And for me, my family is very important to me. My children are very important to me. So everything else comes on top of that. My career comes on top of that. Social media comes on top of, and my job comes on top of that. If anything is affecting my children's happiness or affecting them in any way, I leave it.
It's got to go, yeah.
It has to go. It has to go. It's about prioritizing what is important to you. What do you value most? Yes, you can do it. If you can't, something else can give. Let the social media go, let the career go, but let your family, let them be happy.
Yeah,
yes.
Definitely. Family is the main importance, yeah.
Well, thank you for coming to the show. It's nice having you.
Thanks, Julia. It was lovely to meet you.
Thank you so much for having me.
We're going to go for a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be joined with our third guest, Stainless D, the artist.
Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to the Minas Dolls talk show. We're now joined by artist Stainless D. Hello, how are you?
I'm fine.
Good. You look lovely, very glam.
Thank you.
Really nice.
Okay, our first question for you today. You have been in the entertainment industry since you were young as a backup singer, and now you're pushing to start your own music. So can you tell us a little bit about your new brand?
Thank you. Basically, I've been singing when I was 5 years old, performing and dancing on stage, on television. Then I started doing backup singer at my earlier stage in life. I've done backup singer with a big Nigerian Ghanaian artist called Tony Harmony, and I've done backup for G Money One.
Okay.
And now the Commissioner of Tourism, Oba Omega in Port Harcourt.
Okay.
I've done a lot of things. Actually, me and the Commissioner, we started the first dancing club in Ghana.
Wow.
Yes, Suare. Now I'm trying to pursue my own single music, but I do my own, I write my own song, and I do entertaining. And I do a lot of things, and it's kind of like a passion, something I cannot stay away from. I love music.
Previously, so obviously you're talking about sort of this is kind of the new you. Previously, you had obviously been in the industry and went to pursue a career solo. however, due to sort of divorce and health issues, you were quoted saying you had to turn down a big label contract from a UK music label. So can you tell us a bit about that situation?
Yes, you're right. I was, when I came down to UK, my ex-husband, he married me because he normally watched me on television. Every Friday I do appear on Ghana television. When we come back here, I signed a contract. I was doing pop then. I was not doing Afro hip.
Okay.
Yeah, I was doing pop, and I signed this contract with a label, UK label industry, for £1 million.
Wow.
I lost that contract because I was going through depression, and because of my divorce with my ex. He's white English, and things didn't really balance, especially when I went back to school and trying to balance my studying, music career. It was really quite tough for me, So I back off from the media and everything just to sort myself out.
And get better in yourself, your mental health.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now I'm fully back.
Brilliant.
In the industry. Yeah.
Great.
Okay, you're a member of the UK Nollywood, hoping to pursue an acting career. Is this something you're passionate about, or is this something you tell us about it?
I've been acting on stage, doing drama when I was in school. I used to be a head dancer in school. So my acting did not start just now. It started a long time. And I started in Nigeria with the Nollywood Nigeria during Ramsey Noah, the earlier stage. I know them, few of them from Surulere then. But I back because of a bit of stress and the things going on in life. Things do happen. So I stepped back. But it's something that's been in my mind. Music, acting. This is the only two things I can tell you I'm very good at. When it comes to music, just give me the beating and I'll give you the lyrics.
Okay.
When it comes to acting, tell me what to do. You see me in action. That's stainless D for you.
Yeah, that's good. Nice and confident.
Yes.
So, well, you're obviously touched upon, that trying to balance your life. Our topic this episode is in regards to how do women strike a work-life balance, with maintaining a career, maybe education, family, relationships, social life. So what do you think? Do you think that something's always got to give, or do you think it is possible to have that balance?
Honestly, it's possible. It might take a lot of time. Nothing good comes easy.
No.
Especially over here. You have to start from stage one, and by the time you know it, you're there.
Yeah.
It's not going to be easy, especially when you're a career mom with kids over here. When I see career mom doing well, honestly, I do give them a lot of praise because it's not easy.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's not even easy for we the single, let alone the career women.
Yeah.
So I really praise moms a lot. Balancing career and taking care of your house, taking care of your husband,
kids,
is slowly. Some women couldn't take it. They end up depressed, because they try to pack everything
too much
on themselves. You don't. You take them one at a time, step by step, and create time for yourself too.
Yeah.
You create time. Women should be creating time for themselves, especially to go out. If you don't go out for a long time, you feel you're being trapped. Honestly, you're being trapped, and when you're trapped, your brain is also trapped.
You take time to do things for yourself and keep your
because when you remember, week end, I'm going out for a party with friends. It brings you back to life.
Gives you your personality.
Yeah, it gives your personality back. It comes back to you, and you'll be so happy to do it.
Yeah.
You don't just because I have 2-3 children, everything is just school run.
Yeah.
No life for you. It doesn't work that way because. Hello, if you die tomorrow, this case will still live.
Yeah.
So mom should really take it nice and slow and enjoy their life, not just
take time for themselves as well.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Do you agree, Juliet? What do you think in terms of that? Should, people can be quite critical of mums if they do want to take time out from the family. So what's your opinion on that?
I think it's about mental health as well, because the more you take time out from children, from family, from whatever it is, domestic stuff, and go out and just be with friends, talk, chat, laugh. Laugh. It does help the mental health. You know, it does release that kind of endorphins, that kind of, you know, makes you feel a lot better, accepted, and also increases your self-esteem. So it's really important that we do look after ourselves. You know, not just physically, but our mental health is also very important.
By, you know, different people, not just
Absolutely.
people you can speak to about different things.
Yeah, exactly. At different levels as well.
Different levels. Yeah, definitely.
Yes,
Definitely.
absolutely.
So, Juliet, do you have anything you want to say to the viewers?
Yes, you know, we've been talking about mental health, which is very, very important. Look after your mind. Your mind is very, very important. When you look after your mind, then everything else will fall into place. Your family, career, everything else will fall into place. And do not put up with domestic violence. Make sure that you are also knowing where the barriers lies. Yes, and know that God is there to look after you.
Brilliant. And Stainless Steve, have you got anything you want to say to the viewers?
I just want to add something. You know, stress is the highest killer now. It's really killing a lot of people. And it's good that we take it nice and slow with whatever we're doing, because once you get stressed, that's how depression comes. From depression, it gets to the next stage. Before you know it, you're gone, you know. So people should really take it easy with family, with husband, with the children, especially what the kids are up to now. You need to know whom your child is going out with, whom they talk to, what they're doing on social media, because the kids now, they're just on social media. They don't do nothing anymore. You don't know whom they chat with, who their friend is, the parents of the friend, what are they doing? It's very important. Mothers should really concentrate on all these things. Give them that love, let them open up and tell you what they're doing. You know, because if they don't tell you, by the time you know it, they are in for it. Before you know it, you've lost the song. You know, we are really tired of hearing this one is gone, this one is gone. I'm like, if I put myself in the shoe of a mom and you have a son, and then at the age of 18, 15, it's gone, that can kill you too.
Too painful,
You can't really hold it. So I really want parents to take it easy with the children, try to understand them.
Because sometimes loneliness leads to those things.
Yes, try to get close to them, because love matters a lot. When they know you love them, they will open up.
Matters a lot more than career.
Yes, they'll open up very well for you. But don't really put them aside their kid and try to, like, we African family, you're like, oh yeah, you know, you don't do that on kids. But if you start shouting on them, they will not open up for you. Before you know it, something else happens, you know. So that's all I wanna.
It's very important.
Thank
you.
Thank
you very much.
It's nice having you too.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Thank you.
Stainless Dee's now going to end the show with a performance of her song Play On.
And this is all we have for you today. Until next time.
Bye for now.
This is the family unexpected. keep on moving.
I got the light to shine to the world. If I have a wings, I'll fly away to a place no one can imagine. I'm sweet as candy, caramel, sweet cream coated with chocolate. An animal in bed, very wild. I got my Beyonce move, Rihanna style, Gaga fashion. I can reveal in so many ways. I told my guys, give me some time, let me show you the way to do things. I'm nothing but a limited edition. When you see me, catch me.